For the latest video in our agency search series, Steve Drake of RFP Associates discusses how companies should think about budgeting for PR or communications. So, Steve, how should a company think about budgets for agencies, and is there a minimum amount needed?
Wouldn't say there's a minimum amount needed, but companies do need to really do their homework and understand that there are a number of costs that goes into an agency relationship, beginning with, of course, professional fees and fee levels. And agencies typically will have a varying professional fee rates depending on the experience and the background of the individual who's working on the team. So understanding what those rates are and frankly understanding who among the agency team is actually going to be doing the majority of the work is essential. The other piece is really out-of-pocket expenses. You know, everything from media monitoring costs to local travel, et cetera. That also needs to be factored in when really looking at hiring an agency.
Is it worth paying more money for larger agencies versus a smaller agency?
Not at all. The budget really shouldn't. You shouldn't really consider the budget as being driving a big agency or a small agency or an independent consultant hiring one of those entities. At the end of the day, a big agency obviously is going to have more overhead, so their rates, their professional fee rates, are going to tend to be more expensive. That said, they can probably they have the resources and perhaps the geographic locations to get more work done for you where you need it to be done. However, we've seen small agencies, boutique agencies, one or two individual agencies that can do exceedingly good work. So it really comes down to really determining what your budget is and then bringing in a variety of agencies to see if they can do the work for the budget that you've determined.
Is it better to pay by the hour on a project basis or a monthly retainer?
Really, at the end of the day, it's not about how you pay, whether it's by retainer or project. It's really the results that you're looking for, and how an agency sort of internally charges for its time should frankly not be a concern for you as a client. What should be a concern for you is the work getting done? Are we meeting our objectives? And at the end of the day, are you not being surprised by upcharges for additional hours or additional fees? If you settle on either a set amount per month, i.e. a retainer, or if you're paying by hours, I would advise definitely put in a cap on the number of hours for a particular project that you're willing to pay. So either way, you shouldn't have to be worried about the clock running and more money going out the door. You should be worried about achieving the objectives that you've given the agency to achieve.